to appear to be. There are a lot of issues at hand, and if I wanted to abandon them, I have the right to because the injured quarterback clause in the bylaws. Baker has the separated shoulder.
He's playing.
And we know, yes, but we know Baker's history of being so tough he will play through injury, but we saw him a few years ago try to play through an injury, and he played so poorly, some people thought he wasn't as good as Kyle Trask. And so they are in a bad spot, and Baker's playing terrible football. And I will say one other thing quickly before I go to you. If the Panthers beat the Saints this weekend, then the Panthers can clinch the division next week.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
By beating Tampa Bay.
But Tampa still controls its destiny.
But if the Bucs, if Carolina beats New Orleans, then Tampa must sweep Carolina in order to win the division. So if Carolina beats New Orleans, go ahead.
Well, first of all, God bless Todd Bowles. Despite his salty language, he is absolutely right. I got no issue with it. I caught heat on this show for several weeks, maybe even months, of calling the Tampa Bay Buccaneers cute.
Yeah.
Right? Not a legitimate Super Bowl contender. They'll win their division. They're cute. Mm-hmm. Well, I got news for you. They're no longer even cute. No. They are frightful. They're hard on the eyes, Nick. The only reason I will not call them ghastly is because they do still have hope. Similar to my Ravens, right? Like the division, thank God for the NFC South, just like the AFC North. And they have a shot just because, and Carolina's not unbeatable. They haven't had a very nice year. Mm-hmm. Very nice year. But, Nick, I think I heard a rumor Atlanta was thinking about giving Kirk Cousins another $100 million contract after last night. They made it look like 2023. And Kyle Pitts,
he's finally back.
Tony Gonzalez was drooling over him last night because that was not only a career-high receptions, career-high yards, career-high touchdowns. Yeah. He hadn't done that since University of Florida, when we all thought, he's going to be the next great tight end.
Just in time, too. 4 games left until he hits free agency, reminding everybody.
Hey, I'm capable.
Yeah. Future Chief, Kyle Pitts.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad, actually. Good. But, yeah, look, Nick, they're going to be one and done if they make the playoffs. At this point, I would lean toward Carolina because I do think they've actually played good football.
Talk about people catching heat. Everybody wants to get on my corner. Carolina to the playoffs.
Did he?
He did.
You actually
That's
put them
a real
in the playoffs?
One. Yes. Not like the Titans where he had a little tiny.
I believe in
logo.
Bryce. Okay. I like Bryce.
But I think you had both
give
of them.
Bryce the new contract.
He had Tampa
and Tampa.
Yeah, he had both. But blowing a 14-point lead is one thing. It's awful.
Yeah.
Having Kirk Cousins and the Falcons in 3rd and 28 and then 4th and 14 is unforgivable. To not get, to give it up. Giving up a 4th.
On that game-winning drive.
Giving up a 4th and 14 on a game-winning drive can't happen. It just can't happen.
When you are playing for something
a lot
real,
and coming off a bad
they're
loss.
Not.
Correct.
They had nothing to play for but pride.
Yes.
And good credit to the Falcons for showing up.
Yeah. Baker in his last 8 games is bottom 3 in completion percentage, passing yards per game, and passer rating.
He is in his last 5. So that's a great one. The last 8. Yeah, 77 rating. I had this written down. I didn't know you were going to have a graphic for it. I mean, they've lost 5 out of 6, but they've also lost 6 out of 8. And in those 8 games, Baker has played the worst football of his Bucs career.
Yeah. I'm not going to crush Baker. I mean, he hasn't been good.
That pick in the 4th was bad with the lead.
No, he's been bad. I'm not, absolving him. I'm just saying I'm not going to be like, it was a flash in the pan.
No, it's a slump.
He's in a slump. Yeah. I'd feel good with him next year if I'm Tampa.
All right,
Yeah, I see a lot of people trying to make excuses for Baker saying, it's his injury. His injury. Someone in the comment section said, you're not going to talk about his injury. Like, things have only gone downhill after his injury. And that's just objectively not true. First off, before Baker was even injured in that Rams game, he was awful. Okay? he was not good at all. So even if we want to say a bunch of this is caused from the injury, fine. Then what about his 16 for 28, 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 72.5 passer rating game against the Buffalo Bills? What about his 15 for 24, 152 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and an 80.66 passer rating against the Saints? And what about the game that really started it all? 28 for 50, 50 pass attempts, 228 yards, 4.6 yards per attempt, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, an 18.1 QBR, and a pass rating of 66.1, and where he had a ton of missed throws in this game. A ton. So to try to hide behind the injury, that's just disingenuous. That's just disingenuous. That interception that he threw had nothing to do with being injured, okay? Him holding on to the ball and trying to do too much and scramble because he thinks he's bigger, stronger, faster than he is has nothing to do with the injury. Those are just a lot of the things that Baker Mayfield does. And it's just Baker puts the ball in harm's way consistently. He's done that his entire career. I mean, even before his injury, he's tied for second in turnover-worthy plays, 17. It's just that he hadn't exactly suffered the consequences for them because he only had 3 interceptions, which is just, it just ends up being sheer luck. That's what it gets boiled down to. I mean, 4.1% of his throws are turnover-worthy. Top 4, the only people that were above him, Daniel Jones, Tua, Spencer Rattler. And I only picked Wright up until he got his injury against the Rams. So these things catch up with you. And people always gave, you know, Bruce talked about how he got a lot of heat for his conversations about the Bucs. It's like, I got a lot of heat. And people still push back on the whole turnover-worthy plays and should have, could have, would have interceptions. But it's like, and like I said in my Herd video, it's like, it's what you do. That's why Kurt Warner is breaking down quarterback film, highlighting plays that could have been intercepted but weren't. Because that is what you do. Better believe throughout the entire course of Kurt's career when they're going over film, they're going over games that he put the ball in harm's way and they said, let's talk about why this happened and why we got to change things. Son, you got lucky that that wasn't intercepted. Guarantee you do that again. 9 out of 10 times that ball is intercepted, and so you got to change it. And it's something that Baker has not, because he continues to think he's better than he is. It's why some of the quarterbacks that you saw, they're like Spencer Rattler. You're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And that's where it's funny because people will say, well, Jalen Hurts doesn't have a lot of turnovers and interceptions because he doesn't throw a lot. His turnover-worthy play percentage, so the percent that he throws the ball in, harms 1.2. So it has nothing to do with the volume. It's just called being smart with the football. Josh Allen 1.6, Justin Herbert 1.7, Jared Goff 2, Matthew Stafford 2.1. I mean, Baker's quadruple that. That means something. That means something. In the beginning of the season, he was putting the ball in harm's way. He was not suffering the consequences. Now he is. Touchdown turnover ratio 12-1. Now it's 11-8. That's how that works. During that stretch, those first 6 games, Baker was top 3 in turnover-worthy plays. He was up there with Geno Smith, who literally could not stop turning the ball over. At that point, Geno Smith had 10 interceptions. 10. They had the same number of turnover-worthy plays. It was just that Geno suffered the consequences nearly every time. Baker did not. And it's just luck when that happens. And unlucky, I guess, for Geno. I'm just going by what the data says. This isn't even an opinion. Like, it's just the data. That's all it is. It's just the data. I'm just relaying what the numbers say and what the reality is. And this is what's been consistent with Baker. So we can stop and saying, oh, everything was going great, and then just the injuries. It's like, no, things just caught up on you, man. It's that simple. They just caught up on you, and they have devastating consequences. Turning the ball over has devastating consequences. He's averaging a turnover a game in those last 8 games. That's really brutal. It's a hard way to win. We know that, unless you're spectacular. So, what is this? A classic 3, or whatever the heck Nick says, classic 2, classic 3. A lot of people were really getting excited for that Baker Mayfield MVP. Nick said the Bucs were going to get to the Super Bowl. Nick's 2 Super Bowl picks right now, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of them may not even make the playoffs. That's pretty crazy. That is crazy. Mo, sometimes it's just one of those years. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Are you blaming injuries? You blaming Baker, Todd Bowles? Who you blaming? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get into some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. Please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be a part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.